heparin sliding scale question. It gives you the initial dose, which comes with a bolus and an infusion, and then based on the labs you draw, whatever your APTT is, you adjust the infusion rate and possibly give a bolus accordingly. So the first part is calculating the patient's weight in kilograms. The patient weighs 168 pounds, and 1 kilogram equals 2.2 pounds, which means 168 over 2.2 equals 76.36 kilograms. Then you calculate the initial heparin dose. So it says up here you get an 80 unit per kilogram bolus plus an 18 unit per kilogram per hour infusion. So we'll do it in two parts. First, the bolus. So that's 80 units per kilogram. And you 80 units per kilogram times 76.36 kilograms. And that equals that's unit. Okay, then we do the infusion rate, which is 18. So 18 units per kilogram per hour. So 18 unit per kilogram and that would be unit per hour. So that's your heparin bolus, and then that's your initial heparin infusion rate. So the next question is, it says heparin is pre-mixed at 25,000 units within 250 milliliters of normal saline. How many milliliters per hour will you administer based on your above calculations for the initial heparin infusion? So let's just write this down on the side. And really that just equals you can leave it as is if you want, you don't have to reduce it. And what you're looking for is milliliters per hour for the initial infusion specifically. Okay. So here you have to use what you calculated in number 2, which was 1374. This was your initial infusion rate. So write that 1374, 148 unit per hour, and that's what you need. Then you multiply it with whatever is available, and remember you need milliliters per hour. So you want to flip this so that the milliliters are on top and the units will cancel out. So it's going to look like this. Cross out the units, and you get something like 13.7 or so milliliters per hour. So that's your initial heparin infusion based on what was available. So the last part really puts your knowledge to the test. It says the patient's next scheduled APTT is 38 seconds. According to the protocol, what will your actions be? Now remember the table, it gave you a list. Based on whatever lab results you got, this is how you adjust. So if it's 38 seconds, you need a 40 unit bolus plus an increase in infusion rate by 2 units per kilogram per hour. So I just wrote that on the side here. Now remember, this is an adjustment to what you already have, and calculated from number 2, this part, you already have this infusing at the initial rate. So you have 1374.48 units per hour already infusing. And you're trying to increase it by this much because it's based on the lab you drew in the sliding scale. So let's first calculate the bolus, and that's 40 unit per kilogram. Got that up here. And then remember his weight in kilogram was 76.36. That would equal unit, and this is a bolus. Okay, then you do the infusion rate, so you want an increase by that, so increase, and that would be a 2 unit per kilogram. And again, this is per hour. So you want to increase your infusion rate by this many units per hour. Now remember, we said that there's already 1374 units per hour infusing because of your original order. So what you do, you add that to the increase, the adjustment. That would equal like 1528 unit per hour. And this is your new infusion rate. That's it.